Sonic Boom. An idea that first started out as a video game that Big Red Button developed to be an origin story for Sonic & Co., along with many other things. But, as Sega always does, they put all great ideas on hold indefinitely so that they can use that idea one day, and that day will most likely come 20 plus years down the line. The end result from constant revisions, cuts, and playing back and forth with Sega, however, was a janky Wii U game and two less janky sequels for the 3DS that unfortunately became low-hanging fruit for those lacking critical thinking skills and the capacity to research a topic. All too trash on Sonic and its fans. The silver lining is Sonic Boom has a really fun animated series that was produced parallel to the games. It may not be the progenitor of the many animated series, the monumental success, the experimental 90s version, or the fresh, new mid-2000s iteration with a banger theme song, but it's the best absurdist and self-referential cartoon from Sonic we have to date. I'm Mr. J, and sometimes we need to slow down and smell the chili dogs. The biggest thing to note about Sonic Boom is it's not focused on dense, action-packed battles, complex characters, or a serious high-stakes goal following a serialized narrative. It's a slow-moving, casual, slice-of-life adventure that has some action and stakes, but it's mostly focused on being an episodic comedy. If you need some comparison to narrow it down, think The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog meets The Looney Tunes Show. It's mostly focusing on the characters providing verbal and situational comedy while dunking on Dr. Eggman or Team Sonic working out their own problems. The dynamic is the same, but with a few tweaks to the main cast. Primarily, Team Sonic is more casual with one another in the sense of hanging out and doing activities. Knuckles is less of a naive, hot-headed rival and minor adversary, a la Eggman gaslighting, and more the team's emotional support himbo and part of the show's main pillar of comedy. Amy is essentially the team mom in this series, and also shares love for Sonic, and Sonic seems to share the same feelings for Amy, but they don't really say it out loud to one another. Tails, by what I can gather, has leaned a little more into his inventor/mad scientist personality, and Dr. Eggman is still the prideful super genius we all know and love. He just tends to be a regular acquaintance of Team Sonic. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's still an evildoer, he just tends to ham it up. There's also Styx the Badger, a new addition to Team Sonic's roster who came from the Sonic Boom games. Styx is your typical conspiracy nut, hot-headed and outdoorsy off-the-grid type character, and she does come through in the end either through battle or proactive problem solving. It's a 50-50 split whether Styx in a given episode is endearing and funny or annoying and screechy. It's all dependent on how the dice land. With that, there's also a couple ways an episode will often start. The first is immediately dropping into Team Sonic and Eggman fighting one another, with us following the perspective of who the episode is centered around. The second usually has an inciting incident or a question to be answered, and we follow the plot from there. From here on, though, I'm going to be briefly talking about my favorite episodes because, in all honesty, you're either here for my opinions, background noise, both, or some other similar factors, and listening to canned responses and regurgitated Wikipedia articles gets old pretty fast. And here are, in no particular order, my favorite Sonic Boom episodes. The Meteor is very enjoyable, not only for it being a body swap episode, but also because the swap characters keep their voices. I know it sounds odd, but a body swap episode becomes a million times better when the affected characters' voices aren't swapped with them. I mean, it takes away from the dramatic irony that us, the audience, knows the afflicted characters have to contend with their situation. It's like the episode The Great Brain Robbery from Justice League Unlimited. That's all I'll say here. Unlucky Knuckles is a good laugh because the entire episode is Knuckles just having a serious case of bad luck, and not only does Knuckles believe in the luck balance of the universe, as said by Styx is a thing, but so does Eggman upon hearing it from Orbot and Cubot. I was bursting out laughing, watching Knuckles stubbornly refusing to stop putting himself into situations of severe harm in order to push the luck balance back. Like, it may not be everyone's cup of tea, but I do love a good old slapstick episode. Tommy Thunder, method actor, was a treat in two ways. One, it's always funny when the stuck-up movie actor in a fictional world calls out the hero's arch-enemy or rival and gets in over their head. And two, I enjoy the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and hearing the theme song at the near end of the episode is a genuine treat. Eggheads is another favorite of mine. It's not only a riot watching everyone eat the evil cookies meant for Sonic, but it's even funnier watching the four running around with Eggman mustaches while trying to beat up Sonic. Also, the Sonic cookie for Eggman left me seeing stars. He looks like a giant blue Smurf. His clothes and skin color changed, and he gained the abilities and habitually upbeat nature of Sonic. I have many questions pertaining to the last couple minutes, but I'm willing to suspend my disbelief for how wild it gets. It takes a village to defeat a hedgehog, starts off with the entire rogues gallery of Boom up until that point casually hanging out, before introducing Shadow to the series. Well, introducing it to the canon of the show, not the game, but you get where I'm going with. But it's fun watching Dr. Eggman gush over Shadow with enthusiasm and glee. I mean, what else can I say here that isn't retreading ground on any front? It's Shadow the Hedgehog. He's so freaking cool! I love If You Build It, They Will Race It, simply because it went from Team Sonic goofing around with Tails' high-tech 3D printer to make their dream cars to the entire town of Hedgehog Village racing around the island, complete with wacky antics, hidden compartments, cartoon violence, and pizza ovens. Robots in the Sky is one of the longest arcs in Sonic Boom. Well, the only one, considering it's the only story that spans 4 episodes. I enjoyed the fact that Myton and Bolt, the two prominent characters of the arc, didn't initially side with Team Sonic, even if the tension was relieved in the first episode. Also, the cyborg duplicates were a cool way to cap off the 4th episode. Don't Judge Me gains its merit by simply being a goofy courtroom episode. Look, I love courtroom episodes and animated shows when the completely unhinged character goes up on stage and starts making the deeply logical and or straight man characters just stare in confusion or absolute terror. I have a soft spot for Alone Again Unnaturally because an episode where the main character is trapped in another dimension or moving in a world of time dilated in stillness is cool. It's either a fun ride or a time for deep introspection and personal growth, and in this case, the former. Eggman's Brother is the fun kind of doppelganger episode. It immediately starts off with Steve Eggman, Dr. Eggman's long-lost brother, who in reality is a shape-shifting robot of his from another world, infiltrating Team Sonic in order to destroy them from the inside via subterfuge and misinformation. Eggman the video game is the series finale of Sonic Boom, and it's a fun one. We get to see Metal Sonic again, and Shadow. Oh, also Lord Eggman makes a reappearance. All because Eggman is trying to make a video game to boost his image. Nothing says a finale like bringing out the old and new faces in the franchise to romp around one last time. Multi-Tails is fun because, while it's the generic I cloned myself and the idea went horribly wrong trope, it deviates into having a small army of dumb Tails running around wreaking havoc in Eggman's lair and irritating the rest of Team Sonic trying to fuse their resident genius back to his old self. Vector Detector is another favorite because I am a sucker for a good mystery episode. That, and also they brought in my boy Vector. I only started knowing who this lovable gator was from Sonic X, but ever since then, I enjoyed every appearance from the media I've seen him in. He just fits into Sonic Boom so well, and I wish they used him a lot more, because he's a Vector. Return to the Valley of the Q-Bots is an odd one, because Defect of Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice, makes his canon appearance in the series, even if it is this one episode. And while I wish that he had more appearances, the fact that they gave Defect's episode a morally gray ending of protecting the Q-Bots from Eggman and Sonic is peak writing. And my final favorite episode is Tails' Crush. I love this one a lot because Eggman is such a bro in this episode. Not only does he help Tails deal with his crush on Zooey, one of the town residents, but Eggman isn't a bad sport about losing this time. Heck, as the episode draws to a close, he lets the episode end on Tails and Zooey reciprocating their love for one another to smooth jazz. My hat is off to you, writing team. My hat is off to you.
I can't watch this anymore. You got no game, kid. Let me help you.
But you're our sworn enemy.
Nonetheless, in situations this dire, the bro code trumps the enemy thing. Take my advice. You'll never land a girl by acting like someone else. Just be confident in your own pelt. And for Pete's sake, ditch the feathers.
How do I know I can trust you?
Believe me or don't, it's no hair off my mustache. You're the one doing the funky chicken in the middle of town square.
I really do appreciate Sonic Boom. It's fun watching Team Sonic casually hanging out with Eggman and his minions. I enjoy the low-stakes adventures and goofy antics everyone gets themselves into. Just like I said in my Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and What's New Scooby-Doo videos, Sonic can have many different iterations, and that's the beauty of being able to have multiple versions of a story to look at. Not every iteration of a cartoon needs to have a serialized narrative or a deep dramatic storyline. I can appreciate a serialized show, and there are many cartoons, games, and movies to fill that role. Though sometimes I want a piece of media that isn't diving into a deep and complex narrative, and Sonic Boom is a good episodic show because it breaks up that monotony to help you unwind and realize you don't need to always have some profound theme or multi-layered story taking place. And I'm not saying consume Sonic Boom, it is good for you, but to enjoy it for what it is and what we got, because in a couple years' time, I have the feeling a new Sonic cartoon will come out, people will be up in arms, reminisce about the older iterations they hypocritically trashed on, or abstain from watching it because of some stupid take, and it'll be the same people, same game, rinse and repeat until I'm in the ground. Or a better way to say it is take any enjoyment you can from Sonic Boom. Because with how the animation world is changing right now, we might not get another series like Sonic Boom where the gang is casual with Eggman, or a highly experimental take on the Sonic the Hedgehog IP. I don't know the quality of the next animated Sonic iteration in a few years' time, but what I do know is to appreciate what I have now. Because, yeah, it's not the best, it's not the most complex, but it sure did give me a big goofy smile. I'm Mr. J, and since you're here at the end of the video, I have some of my favorite Sonic Boom clips for you to watch. Enjoy!
Why are there cockroaches on my bench?
These numbers are off the chart. Fortunately, I have a bigger chart. Now, let's find out your purpley secrets.
Sonic, wake up!
What'd you say, Sugar Plum?
Don't call me Sugar Plum. I'm not Amy.
$3 and not a penny more.
Looks like you two are still roommates.
I think you mean you three. I've been living under your porch.
You can't live under my porch.
All that for cookies?
Evil cookies.
Sweet! I'll go get the evil milk.
Why would she trust us with a baby? We dropped a tree on her.
Viral sensation? You mean like that cute sneezing panda?
Or all those weird pictures of me?
Eggman seems despondent.
Probably has jury duty or something.
Well, I'm gonna go talk to him.
Our dynamic with Eggman is very confusing.
Really? Because as far as I know, this is how grown men and tween animal people always interact.
There's only one way to make this up to me, Scorpion Bud. You know what to do.
Oh, great. Now he's affecting Cannon. This has gone too far. Tails, you got anything that could launch me into the air?
You sweating yet, Nux?
I never sweat. I have a glandular problem.
Yeah! Kill it with fire!
Calm down, it's just Knuckles.
Oh, kill Knuckles with fire!
Hey, losers! My lair's infested with half-wit foxes. I'm a supervillain, not a babysitting service.
Why would the Tailses go to Eggman's lair?
Apparently because I have pudding. Or at least I used to.
Well, time for more pie. But since you've been naughty, you'll have to eat it off of one of my collectible plates.
But collectible plates aren't food safe. They aren't food safe! Not another speeding ticket. I'll fight it in court, but I don't think they're gonna accept gotta go fast as a medical condition. Knuckles, you take the wheel for a bit.
Dude, Tails couldn't have been any clearer, and you still missed the point. Whoa. Is this how you guys feel every time I open my mouth?
Yeah.
Just to be on the safe side, maybe we should start an internet petition.
What the snap? I suppose I have to retaliate. Well, there goes my evening. Now I gotta put on pants.
I can't believe you disintegrated Sonic. Not cool, Tails.
What?
Oops, one too many.
Sonic, when are you coming back?
Who's that? She your girlfriend or something?
What? No?
Oh, I get it. She wears the pants in the relationship.
Nobody wears pants. Nobody.
I hate it when he does that.
Is that all you got?
Meme. Approved.
An evil virus has taken control of Eggman's lair and is about to destroy the entire world.
And why should we believe you? Thank you all. We promise to live up to this fine award and set a good example. Starting now. We're here, Sonic. How are you handling things?
This isn't so bad. It's actually kind of okay. I totally got this. Huh?
I'll be back with a new robot who has an accurate name and super laser eyes. And he'll feed me ham. Evil ham.